Hey there, friends, and welcome to day 8 of our Wisdom Month as we're reading through the Book of Proverbs and really just growing in this wisdom that God has jam-packed here into this 31 chapter book. Now, if you haven't signed up for our emails already, of course, I'm going to let you know to do that. The link is down in the description. We're putting out these videos every day, but there are emails going along with it with some additional reflection questions. So that way, yes, we're reading this, but we're also learning how to apply it and truly work through these topics in our lives. So be sure you get that freebie down below. Let's go ahead and dive in here and start with chapter 8, where wisdom calls for a hearing. Listen as wisdom calls out. Hear as understanding raises her voice. On the hilltop along the road, she takes her stand at the crossroads. By the gates at the entrance to the town, on the road leading in, she cries aloud. I call to you, to all of you. I raise my voice to all people. You simple people, use good judgment. You foolish people, show some understanding. Listen to me, for I have important things to tell you. Everything I say is right, for I speak the truth and detest every kind of deception. I find it interesting, right? For so long we thought that people just struggled the way they did because they didn't have access to the information. And well, sure, that's been true to different degrees. Now with this day and age of the internet, we have access to everything. I mean, you can get free Bibles, you can get free sermons, you can do things like this. You can get online and for free learn pretty much about anything. But yet are people wiser? I would argue they've actually become more foolish. I think we've actually lost understanding even in this information age that we live in. So I think it's interesting here that we see wisdom calling out literally on the road everywhere you go, going, hello, hello, I'm here. Who is ready for this? It takes something deeper than just learning a fact to gain wisdom. Wisdom is deeper. It's the understanding, it's the application. And when we know that it is Jesus himself who is the root of all wisdom, it really does help us to understand this as we work through these different topics here. And so, again, the fear of the Lord is the foundation of all true knowledge and wisdom. It says here, my advice is wholesome. There is nothing devious or crooked in it. My words are plain to anyone with understanding, clear to those with knowledge. Choose my instruction rather than silver, and knowledge rather than pure gold. For wisdom is far more valuable than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with it. I, wisdom, live together with good judgment. I know where to discover knowledge. I know where to discover knowledge and discernment. All who fear the Lord will hate evil. Therefore, I hate pride and arrogance, corruption and perverse speech. Again, hold that mirror up. Pride, arrogance, corruption, perverse speech. Are these things that you are ensnared in, right? Like, are you trapped in any of this? Those are areas that you want to work on because, again, we want to discover knowledge and discernment. We want to live together with this wisdom and good judgment. So that means we're not taking part in this. Common sense and success belong to me. Insight and strength are mine. Because of me, kings reign, and rulers make just decrees. Rulers lead with my help, and nobles make righteous judgments. I love all who love me. Those who search will surely find me. I have riches and honor, as well as enduring wealth and justice. My gifts are better than gold, even the purest gold. My wages better than sterling silver. How often do you desire material possessions, material wealth, right? We see someone with a really nice house. We're struggling with a broken car. We see someone with a nice car. Whatever the situation might be, we should be desiring this wisdom more than that, right? And so we look at that and we weigh those things and we go, ooh, I need to make sure my heart's aligned. I walk in righteousness and paths of justice. Those who love me inherit wealth. I will fill their treasures. The Lord formed me from the beginning, before he created anything else. I was appointed in ages past, at the very first, before the earth began. I was born before the oceans were created, before the springs bubbled forth their waters. Before the mountains were formed, before the hills, I was born. Before he made the earth and fields and first handfuls of soil, I was there when he established the heavens, when he drew the horizon on the oceans. I was there when he set the clouds above, when he established springs deep in the earth. I was there when he set the limits of the seas, so they would not spread beyond their boundaries, and when he marked off the earth's foundations. I was the architect at his side. I was his constant delight, rejoicing always in his presence. And how happy I was with the world he created, how I rejoiced with the human family. And so, my children, listen to me, for all who follow my ways are joyful. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Don't ignore it. Joyful are those who listen to me, watching for me daily at my gates, waiting for me outside my home. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. But those who miss me injure themselves. All who hate me love death. And I love here, I'm going to read this note on chapter 8. It says the first part of Proverbs climaxes when the son encounters two women. Both invite the young man and the reader with him into an intimate relationship. The young men and the reader must decide between the woman named Wisdom, personifying the true wisdom of God, and the woman named Folly, which we're going to see in part 2 tomorrow in chapter 9, which represents the wisdom of the world. Both women's houses are on the heights overlooking the city, suggesting ancient temples. The choice is thus between the true God and false gods. So we're seeing here this wisdom, right? This wisdom, which is Jesus from the very beginning of time, right? Formed at the beginning. God's wisdom has always existed, right? His wisdom is here personified by wisdom itself is not a person. Wisdom does not exist outside of God. Wisdom is an expression of his character and nature, right? So we know that this is the Lord God from the very beginning. In Genesis, we see Father, Son, and Spirit all at creation. And so we've seen this all through 8. And tomorrow now, we're going to be able to contrast this with the wisdom of the world, or is it wisdom? So here we go. 3 topics, 3 wisdom points for today. The first being is that wisdom calls out to everyone. This is available to each and every person. The second being is that wisdom was present at creation. God's wisdom has always existed. And the third being that those who love wisdom will be blessed. Walking in the Lord's ways, knowing truth, is always going to lead to blessing. So be sure you get the emails down below. If you already have it in your inbox, let's go ahead and work through today's reflection questions, as tomorrow we're going to be doing a lot of contrast. I'll see you all right back here then.